that Jacques Sev, he was very mindful of the fall of Cabral downstairs and then goes up looking for a +1 for Mark Isip.
And the masked cager Buiko gives up that foul. I think Isip is going to get an additional free throw before this business of the first quarter officially is sealed up. So this is what UP does not want to happen. FEU beginning to feel good about themselves, but FEU has been known to have very poor starts, Randy.
Yes, and you know, Isip, what a start for himself. 9 points off the bench.
And we will take this break and have the second quarter ready for you very swiftly. Sa Filipino channel sa TFC, sa North America, sa Middle East at sa Milan, sa mga kabayan natin sa mga lugar na yan. Mabuhay kayo mga kababayan natin. We are doing a UST game tomorrow.
And I am so excited.
We are going to dance tomorrow. And Direct Alneri, prepare your 52 cameras for that game. As we check on the field goals, mahirap pag ang problema ng UP pag diniinan sila ng FEU, ano?
Really very difficult. Very tight defense. This time it was Cabral who forced Mangas to do a backing violation. As you take a look at the field goals in the first quarter, look at Marquis, 4 of 4. UP is 4 out of 6.
I thought suddenly that was a new school in the UAAP. Integrated School of Interior Playing or something. 17-13, and he has just been simply red hot. He likes playing against UP. 19 points last time around these two teams play. The pass, nababasa na ng FEU ang gusto gawin ng UP.
Hey, Ryan, you're right about the threes of FEU just dominating in this ball game.
There's an airtight zone downstairs below, and that's traveling all against Francis Barceliano.
Very risky 5 here for Koy Banal. Only Rizada is a regular guy in the rotation. You've got mga Haas, Barceliano, Villanueva, and De La Cruz. I don't see them very often all together at the same time for FEU.
They've been not used to playing together as a unit in game situations. In the meantime, an attack at the basket provides some dividends. Cabral coming off the bench with some instant offense.
You know, that's a bonus. He doesn't normally give you the numbers, but he just play defense.
Rizada adjusting in the air. Oh boy, just a joy to watch. 19-15 count. FEU repeating its biggest lead. Andres, his shot does not bite. Recycles the offense. Puts it up, persistent, but nothing on the delivery. Rizada waits for the rest of the gang. Barceliano dumps the keyhole. Here's Mangas. The cutting Barceliano. This unit has not been able to be in sync. Jamal Dogan always in sync when she tells us about the Tamaraws.
With the FEU Tamaraws only up by few points, it is quite understandable when Coach White talked about determination and dependence upon God. He said most men succeed because of their willpower in achieving his goals, and he said you should match determination with unconditional faith on God, because he said faith without work is dead. Lastly, he said if you are determined, you will be explosive, because it's all about the will to win. Back to Sev and Randy.
You know, I will recommend to Hallmark greeting cards. All these coaches write these nice motivational ploys that they're using right now, and they are just using every motivational ploy in the book now to really get their teams going, and I don't blame them.
Yep, you know, given the 5 on the floor for FEU, you know, you really have to make them believe that they can put up squarely and fairly against UP. And for Coach Tito Vergara, I think he's using the opportunity to keep in step. But, you know, he sets the whole advantage. You've got Josan Cervantes and Abby Santos looking to dominate a Mark Isip and Arwin Santos left FEU Tamaraws.
Santos dancing with Barceliano. Santos shifts his attention to the other direction. The shot will not work, and the rebound is controlled by Mangas. It's a 4-on-2 Rizada. Attacks. Oh, not quite. And the ball is on the ground being fought for. Here's Mangas. De La Cruz. Barceliano tried to get, he's guilty of an offensive foul.
Well, good defensive stand there by Abby Santos. He tempted Barceliano to charge onto him. That's number 2 on Barceliano.
Number 21.
And as we observed, it was his second personal foul. Yabut is back in the ball game, pulling out Barceliano in the FEU roster. Below 8 minutes in the second quarter. Again, if you just joined us, switched on your sets to Studio 23. It was UE winning earlier against NU 67-45, one of the all-time lows of NU You know, I know that game against the South they were just within that range of 40 points.
The first game, they were down, they were defeated by Natal by 20 and then 29 in their second meeting.
Penetration, just missing out on that shot. Ray Alvin Bienvenida.
Well, I think UP has the courage to take it in because there's no Isip, there is no Arvid Santos on the floor for FEU. Goyes made an adjustment putting in Dom Yabut to sort of clog the lanes against UP.
Bienvenida looking inside. The bounce over to Santos. Santos has Yabut waltzing with him. Big step by Santos. Stretched himself with a shot, but it went nowhere really. Santiago, another new face on the floor for FEU. That's Cyril Santiago. Santiago trying to control his dribble. Penetration served lefty that time by Rosel Benjamin Mangajas. No conversion. Below 7 minutes to go here in the second. Let's bring in Gretchen Pulido, who will tell us about UP.
The Tamaraws have always been known for their tough pressure defense. That is why Coach Ida Vergara stressed that his boys should raise the intensity of their game. They have to start strong and attack the press of the other team. This would not be easy. That is why they have to be aggressive, double their efforts, and run to be able to outmatch the Tamaraws. 7, Randy?
Thank you very much, Gretchen. And it's 19-15 FEU is ahead, and our scoring, Randy, has hit a snag here.
Oh yes, you know, Almeida and David coming in for UP, and then Santos and Miranda. I guess both coaches have seen enough of the experiment on the floor. You know, putting in their defensive players, the seldom used players, to see what, you know, how much time they can relieve the starters. With 6:26 remaining in the second period.
Good point. And that is clearly what has happened. So let's go back to the regulars. Let's see how this game will crumble for either side. However, being retained is Benvenida at the point guard position. Santos outside. Almeida, no? Denied until that time. Before that conversion, UP was going 1 out of 7.
Yep. Well, FEU is not that much better. 1 of 4.
And Yabut improving that particular statistic, getting it from close range. Yabut with 2 points, his first set of markers. 5:46 to go. We are in the second quarter. David, banging body, Santos says, oh.
Yeah, I think that's a clear mission for Arvin Santos. First foul on Arvin, and that's the 14th foul against FEU.
Perfect pass to Yabut, and that was the coolest ice. This is brought to you by Nescafe Ice. Do the move. Our score is pegged at 21-17. We will take the short break, but keep it here in the UAAP. Earlier, a big win by the University of the East, and this guy, he has a nice wave for all of you.
Yep, 19.7 boards. Marcy Arellano, he hardly missed. You know, I was really very impressed with the game of Marcy Arellano. Of course, he was former junior MVP in the junior division.
Sabi niya doon sa katabi, ano nakasulat? Ano nakasulat? Ano sinasabi tungkol sa akin?
I think it's really, it's come of age here in the UAAP.
Kasi pag umikot siya towards the screen, yung batok niya makikita natin. He's come of age. Alam mo, yung junior competition is quite competitive. He's got tons of parents and girlfriends and brothers. It's a real family affair. For our colleague Miko Halili to be jumping up and down as he is the team manager of the Ateneo Junior team, boy, it's really competitive.
As I read some write-up here, if you take a look at the turnovers this quarter, FEU turned the ball over 4 times more than UP. I read the column this Thursday and about how intense the competition in the juniors is. I would agree to you. Many are questioning why the Eagles are down, and you know, all of a sudden USC is right there alone at the top.
Undefeated by yata.
Yes.
So the meantime, FEU swings it around, and Almeida does what he does best, break up the pass. And Benita rushing Cervantes. Oh, it looks like he's going to make a double dribble with that motion of it. Cervantes applies the brakes, lobs it from 3, almost line, though. Denok, left, right. This is like ROTC. Score.
You know, he's so deceiving when he goes into. It is very much storybook level. He goes to the middle, looks at his opportunities left and right, and if there's none, then he takes the shot.
Miranda netting his first field goal. And now when the big guns return into the game, the scoring has improved tremendously. And Almeda simplifying that point.
For trying to keep it close, UP, they cannot allow FEU to put some distance between them. The same thing that has to happen in the first round.
Hindi pwede tisan lamang.
No.
Up. Thank you. Cervantes says. Cervantes sends it over to David. Applies.
Oh!
Blocked by Santos.
You know,
It'll go the other way.
you know, Santos has certainly got David's number. He waited.
You know, when you want to win, you try to get every advantage. You've been on the bench there. You try to get every call that you can get. As you look at the smart buddy instantly play. Clear swat by Santos.
You know, I'm still surprised. You know, Kenneth Robin is not just fielded by Lito Vergara. You know, I don't think David has been up to the challenge so far of Arwin Santos.
23-19 as we check on Mark Isip's interests.
Warrior is a child. His favorite song.
We'll let him sing it one day, huh? Bruce trying to control his dribble. Almeda was asking for it.
You know, Miranda, first foul on him. You know, bad thing about that foul is going to send Cruz to the free throw line because penalty situation against the FEU Tamaraos.
And on the other hand, UP has been whistled for only one team foul in the course of the second quarter. 3:46 remaining for dito sa ating second quarter.
You know, points from the point guard of UP has not been very consistent for the Maroons. And if they could get Marvin Cruz scoring, Victor Efres, you know, I think they'll be a more dangerous team. And they want to pick it up here in this game against FEU.
That's why they won against UE also in the second round. The guard play of UP was definitely better than UE on that day, and Cañaleta was not a factor in that game. In the meantime, oh, look at this! It is the free throw shooter who gets the rebound. Hey, here comes that line. It's a mortal sin in basketball. That should not happen. Shot clock at 10. Good curl by Cervantes. UP trying to fight for every rebound inside, but FEU just so tall. Santos controlling himself when he's on the baseline.
You know, Miranda forced the issue on Santos, knowing that he's running the break for him, turning the ball over. Napilit save ng konti ni Denok eh.
Yes, and it's a 3-point lead by the defending champions, 23-20 as we enter the last 3 and 12 of this second quarter. Cruz spending a lot of time looking for the best possible option. Here's Toti Almeda, seeing a small opening, unable to capitalize on it. Maybe the opening was really all that small. Sean wiggles open. Bang!
You know, he was really looking for that shot.
Sean with his first conversion. And the Tamaraos now race UAAP All Access Pass is your mobile ticket to the league's exclusive images for your cell phone. Text UAAP to 22366 and download logos and picture messages of your team. And now whenever you download a UAAP logo or picture message, you get a chance to win a brand new cell phone with SIM. All you have to do is register your name and address, and every UAAP logo and picture message download entitles you to a raffle entry. The more you download, the more chances of winning. Text UAAP space SMS to 23666 for details. Offer available to Smart Talk and Text and Addict mobile subscribers only. Score right now 25-20. UP coming out of a timeout. They don't want this to go to 10 points, Randy, before the 11-time break.
Well, so far it's UP's game because it's low scoring, and that's the way they can really match FEU.
Almeda. Santos taking it away. By the way, Garcia has been reinserted into the 5 on the floor for Floyd Manal's FEU Tamaraos. Sean and Garcia helping each other, and Isip ends the madness.
You know, you give it to Mark Isip, he'll score.
11 points by Isip, ball movement. has been exceptional for FEU, save for the last early minutes when UP raced to the early lead. A foul has been observed against FEU. Check this out. This is a nice, easy pass by Garcia to Isip. Coolest Ice assist brought to you by Nescafe Ice. Do da boop.
Yes, and Cruz had the right idea. Even before the defense could set up, went hard. Foul called on Jeffrey Chan. You know, FEU is in the penalty step, so that's just one point that UP can take advantage here in the second period. But 2 minutes and 3 seconds, a lot can happen for them.
Cruz taking care of the first hit shot. Cruz has been just under 45% from the free throw line.
That's good for a point guard.
Yes, he needs to up it to about 70, at least very soon for the sake of UP. In the meantime, Chan gets it across. Cruz is bothering him from the blind side, but no steal. Isip says, okay, don't mark me.
You know, he just knows how to move without the ball. Gets himself open when you see that there's a trap at the perimeter for FEU.
And the Tamaraws currently enjoying their biggest lead of 8 points. It slides down quickly.
You know, Avi Santos' motion is right to keep the big guys out of the shaded area. If he can consistently take the perimeter shot and effectively shoot them.
Santos with 8 points. He's been averaging 11. He's the second leading scorer for the Fighting Maroons. And an offensive foul is whistled against Isip, who tries to appeal this case.
Well, good Floyd, they're double teaming on Mark Isip. Is the biggest scorer on the side of UP. That's number 1 on Mark.
Check out this nice pass to Mark Isip, who, as Randy pointed out, moves well without the ball. That Coolest Ice assist brought to you by Nescafe Ice. The move. Rizada, who was proficient during his earlier stint on the floor, gets more playing time. Had 4 points in his earlier stint, 1 in each 2 baskets, 1 in each quarter. That's what we wanted to say. 6-point lead by the defending champs. Miranda trying to dare Cruz to make a move. The bounce to David.
Double dribble.
Double dribble, yeah.
Well, that's a difficulty when you have your big man receiving the ball and quite distant from the hoop. Tendency for them to dribble, and that's not normally their cup of tea. You'd want them to receive the ball where they would probably do just 1 dribble or no dribble and just turn around and take a shot.
Para tapos ka agad, because the little guys will bother them, but you poke at the ball. And a foul is observed downstairs.
Oh, that's a foul on Marvin Cruz.
And that is just UP's second team foul, the first on Cruz, Randy.
Yes, and UP can make use of their team foul situation. They can afford to give up 2 more. Last 53.7 seconds of the second quarter.
Well, can you imagine these coaches are no longer sleeping all that well? The last couple of weeks as we wind down season 67's basketball tournament. As Isip tries to create downstairs, he gets his own miss. Bingo.
So easy, you know. You really have to mark Isip in this game. He's just,
and no pun intended on that.
Oh,
one.
yes, you know, 15 points. 6 here in the second period in a span of about 2 minutes.
19 points the last time around. Oh, good move. Ibayan, nagtaga.
You know, before this, he was trying to take his shot from the perimeter. Here, he was able to get the ball inside, did the pump fake, did the turnaround, and the +1 for him.
That is the second personal foul of Arwin Santos.
He probably has a case there. I don't see Arwin Santos close even to Jaire Ibanez because he was in front of Jaire Ibanez. That's invalid there, Seb. I watched over again. That's why there's a smile on the face of Arwin.
Conclusion, win some, lose some. But Koy Banal not gambling anymore. All passions are just running high as we enter the home stretch, you know.
You're right about the coaches, you know. It may be something that a lot of people aspire for, but when you're there, boy, the headaches are going to come in, and just really the sleepless nights are countless.
But just as a reminder from your professors to all the students, they'll have to go to school. It's a great joy to cheer for your school, but you've got to study. In the meantime, up to an 8-point lead, a familiar refrain in the period. Santos goes up, he's in the hands of David, he's gobbled up by the D, but he's hit on the nape of his neck.
Yeah, 7 free throws. It could be something good, really, for Nestor David. Yabut will be called for the foul. That's number 2 on Dom Yabut. Oh, talk about school, Sev. Midterms is just around the corner for the
Absolutely.
semestral schools, and for LaSalle and the rest of the trimestral programs. Trimester's over.
It's the home stretch for thesis, dissertations, and all those big papers.
And all of a sudden, you'll find out, semester's almost over.
It's September next week.
Ah, yes, and bare months na raw eh. Mabilis na yan.
Are we going to go give Christmas gifts to each other again?
Why not, Sev?
It's so close again. So time flies when you're having fun. In the meantime, you'll be hoping to chew into this lead right now. Free throw worries and woes. Long distance call home. Nothing there. At the end of the first 2 quarters, the FEU Tamaraws, after a sleepy start, spring back to life and lead by 8. We've got the halftime highlights.
Seen the FEU cheering squad and the UP Pep squad with that Nestle Non-Stop Cheer Dance exhibition brought to you by Nestle Non-Stop Black Forever, the one and only black ice cream. Stick around for more of the UAAP basketball action only here on Studio 23, Kabarkada mo.
8-point lead by the Tamaraws, 33-25. Mamadalita, wala nang zoom in yung ating graphics. Usually may parang spaceship na umaandar ngayon. Wala na. At pag diniinan ng FEU ang UP, may problema ang UP. But UP trying to keep their winning streak alive, Randy.
Oh, yes, because 4 straight and the 5th win at the expense of the FEU. And, oh, yes.